In my last video, I explained my first seizure. Now I'm going to tell you how I ended up there. I was working at an edible company in Denver, Colorado. Things in my life seemed to be the most beautiful years of my life. I had everything I ever wanted at the time. I was in love and I owned a Gibson Les Paul. So I hit pinnacle. I was surrounded by wildlife and open space. And when I got the job at that cannabis company, I was so very excited. I had been interested in DMT, but I never knew how to get it. Me and my girlfriend, we were homebodies. We didn't go out. And I really hate asking people for anything, let alone drugs. And I only smoked flower before I got this job. I was off alcohol. I was off cigarettes. I was doing real fucking good. Sorry. So, when I got my interview for the cannabis company, my second interview was me and my boss, and we were working a table together, and DMT came up in the conversation. He said if I got hired, he'd hook me up. And in my head, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So I have to be hired for you to hook me up? Why can't you just, like, hook me up, dude? But anyway, I ended up getting the job, and I was so excited. A world of drugs opened up to me. Like, nothing I ever seen, dude. I used to trip acid a lot back in high school. The first time I did it, I was 13. I drank, I smoked back then. We fucked up the world, we had a blast. But, you know, I was clean now besides cannabis. Which is not an escape drug. At least not for me. The first 15 minutes of any high, my brain examines everything I did wrong in that day. It brings me into deep, needed reflection. Then after that, I just see things in a deeper meaning. So it's like therapy. It's fun therapy. So anyway, so my boss hooked me up. I now have DMT in my hands. And I'm terrified to do this shit. I swear it was like jumping off a cliff when I started to inhale. I didn't fully blast off. I just wanted to test the waters. But I did feel this sense of bliss, slight sense of bliss. And so I felt pretty good about the decision. So I went all the way. I took a huge rip, held it in till I dropped out. And it felt like a giant hand had picked me up and just threw me through space. Like 1,000 miles in a second, dude. It was crazy. Then I was in this globe, and it was like geometrical, alive. It was weird. I looked behind me and the same shit, dude. Every which way you look, dude. You look down, everywhere. It's this whole globe that's alive. I had to write all this shit down first. Sorry. If not, I'll just ramble like I am now. Then I went into space and I was just floating in there, and all I could feel was my fucking brain and my fucking nervous system. Just floating through space. And oh man, it was so fucking amazing. No pain, no gravity. It was perfect, man. And after I did that shit, it took away all my fears. Once you lose your fear of death, you lose your fear of everything. So I was microdosing LSD and occasionally doing cocaine for my boss, doing DMT whenever I get my hands on it. So now I'm like high on life. Everything is wonderful. I'm so happy. And then Chris Cornell dies. It shook my world, dude. So strange, as I said last time, I don't feel sadness when someone dies, dude. I feel jealousy. Because they got it, they took that fucking step, man. But Chris has been sending me messages in my times of struggle. And that band has helped me in so many ways and continues to do so. And what's weird is I used to hate fucking Soundgarden, dude. I couldn't stand Soundgarden, dude. It was like too clean, I guess. Like his vocals were just too perfect. It was like my dad's music, I guess. And it was weird. My little brother was listening to him, and I thought he was lame. But anyway, we grow. We fucking learn, we grow, discover new things, you know? That's what life's about. But so when he died, I went from being so high to so low in like an instant. Me and my girlfriend, we had a trip planned to go up to the Redwoods. I was still excited for this trip, but wasn't nearly the same. But the closer I got, man, I needed it. I needed to get the fuck out of there. And once I got up there, it took my mind off of everything. Took me off the world. Took my eyes off of Chris. I was in paradise. We had a private beach and so many beautiful plants all around us. But I was becoming manic. With all the beauty, I was just so fucking happy, dude. I've never been that happy. It's fucking crazy. It's beyond anything, dude. But in the state of mania I was experiencing, it was very difficult to sleep. So I really didn't sleep at all. And I thought it was a good thing because I wanted to enjoy the property as long as I could. And I started smoking right before this trip. After like a year and a half of not smoking. So I'm sitting there fucking in paradise. I'm chain smoking, listening to fucking Soundgarden, The Cure, like all the dark fucking depressive music. And I kept thinking about how the fact that the world is so fucked that if some rich rock star can't find proper fucking help, then us poor fucks, well, we're fucked, dude. What chance do we have? So anyway, we stayed there for 2 nights, and it was like a rustic cabin type thing. It was like tiny, dude, but I didn't care about the house. I wanted to be outside. The weather was perfect. You could have slept outside. What you should have had a bed outside with a fucking mosquito net. I mean, I would have slept out there every fucking night, dude. The ocean fucking noise is so soothing, and that fucking breeze. It's fucking wonderful. So I sank deeper and deeper into the mania. And we had another Airbnb lined up for 3 more nights. It was right down the road. And when we got there, I had bad vibes immediately. And when I walked into the bedroom, I felt like someone was murdered there in a very brutal way. And from that point on, I was stuck in the manic depressive side. So again, I would continue to stay up all night, chain smoking, listening to Chris. We were on this big cliff, and all I wanted to do was jump. I was like, fuck this shit, I'm done. Like, dude, this is just, I don't feel it anymore. I don't want to fucking be here anymore. And I was in fucking paradise, dude. Well, then a voice came to me and said, you need to visit the kid before you depart. Fort Sumner. Have a drink with the kid and try to remember. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I mean, I've always been attached to Billy the Kid, like, since I was little. It's weird. But so I was like, fuck it. I'll get back to Denver. I'll take one more ride to New Mexico. That's part 2. I'll have part 3 for you guys next Sunday. This is a very long story. I was going to write a book, but I can't fucking seem to just sit down and do it. I don't know. It doesn't matter as long as this shit helps somebody like fix themselves, because I was so broken that I didn't think there would ever be a way to get back to normal. It took me like 4 years, dude, but I did it. So anybody can heal themselves. You just gotta fucking be disciplined, dude. So, okay, next video will be on next Sunday, part 3. All right, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I love you.